What's going on, guys? Daric here from DaricBennett.com, and we're finally at the end of the mode. All right, this is the last mode, the Locrian mode. I know some of you are probably saying, finally, when were we going to be finished? But this is the last mode. But I have news for you. After this one, we're actually not done. So let's get to it. We started with the Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian. Now we're on Locrian. If you haven't seen those videos, I suggest you go take a look at those just to get yourself refreshed and just to be able to keep up to date to where we are right now. So for the first mode, I'll go over it real quickly. So we have C major, which is our Ionian. We have Dorian. All right. We have Phrygian. We have Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian. All right, and if you don't know yet, we're basing this off of being this in the key of C major. All right, so our first mode is going to be a C major scale, Ionian scale. If we were in another key, it'll be the same concept, but just starting on a different key. So say if our Ionian scale was we were in the key of B flat major, the Ionian scale would be a B flat major scale. If we were in the key of B flat, Ionian will be start on B flat. The Dorian will be a whole step from that. Phrygian will be a whole step from that. So don't get it confused to where this is the only place you can learn or play these modes. It's depending on what key you're in to where you start. We just happen to start off in C major. It's just a little bit easier to comprehend because of no sharps and no flats in the key signature. So let's get back to it. Locrian is our next mode. The Locrian one is going to start on the 7th note of the major scale, which is B. Okay, so all right, that's going to be our 7th note of the major scale, so it's going to start on B. We can start this either up here or either down here, or it doesn't matter, or either on the B, on the E string. So what I like to do, I just like to learn it everywhere. It doesn't hurt. No, I actually suggest you do that to learn. In a previous video, it was a while ago, I did learning your fretboard. All right, being able to play any note, any string, anywhere. All right, so you have your B here, you have your B here, you have your B here, you have your B here. All right, you have another B here. All right, so learning your B's everywhere, not just your B's, but your your ABCs. Anyway, but learning all your notes everywhere on the fretboard. Okay, very important. So the Locrian, the fingering for this, watch closely. The fingering for the Locrian scale is going to be first finger, second finger, fourth finger, first finger, second finger, fourth finger, first finger, third finger. All right, so let's figure that out again. Let's do that again. Let's move it down here so you can see my fingers a little bit easier. So it'll be B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. All right, that's the whole scale together. The way that I like to think about this is just a little tip. If you're thinking Locrian scale, just think a half step before the Ionian scale. All right, this is just an easy way to remember. It doesn't matter what key you're in. If you're in E major, the Locrian scale will be a half step below E. All right, so it'll be E flat. Same thing with A. All right, say if our Ionian scale or our major scale was A, the Locrian scale will be a half step below. It will start on A flat. All right, so just a little tip, just to remember where the Locrian scale is. I mean, a lot of these tips can help just so you can have a shortcut to where you need to go. I know it helps me out a lot. I still use these little tricks and little pathways that I can use to remember things quickly or to get to them quickly. But anyway, that's a half step below the major scale or the Ionian scale. Just remember that. Like with all the other modes and all the other scales that we've done, we have our toolbox or we have our arsenal that we can pick and choose from that helps us practice these scales and these modes. All right, just like the other ones, we can use an arpeggio. We can use the arpeggio for that actual scale. We can use the triad for the actual scale. We can use the chord. We can use an exercise with that scale. Let's just pull from it and really try to digest this scale. We have our arpeggio. All right, will be the first note, third note, fifth note, seventh note. All right, that's the notes that we have to work with that scale, with that Locrian scale. All right, so we have a minor 7 with a flat 5. Same thing up here. That's the Locrian scale. So you see how it sounds. Play it over and over again. Make sure you got the right fingering. 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 3. All right, make sure you have the right fingering for that. I mean, there's different fingering for it, but for now, we can use that fingering for the Locrian scale. To get full access to the rest of this lesson, you want to head over to DaricBennett.com if you're not already there to start your free trial today.